Hey TPRS lifers, how you doing today? I think that music's not too loud. Hey, I got an announcement. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Been working all day. I've had phone calls. I got my injury. And anyways, you kind of see things get messy for me. Take a look at my table. I got my trail running shoes, so I'm gonna do night hike tonight. I'm eating cashews, repping Whole Foods all the time. And because I've been outside so much, I'm kind of feeling lights there. Kind of feeling under the weather. I pick up this electrolyte stuff. The landscapers in Arizona use this. They're outside all day in the heat. Y todos hablan español. And so when they go to the Circle K's and the supermarkets and things like that, they have this electrolyte stuff. It's basically Gatorade. Anyways, hey, I gave mention before about the fluency through TPRS storytelling. Conti Seeley is the mastermind behind this. He and Blaine started writing this in the 90s. And so this is the latest version from TPRS books. We put it in color and Conti did a great job. He gets people to collaborate on that. And so if you want to learn about TPRS for upper levels, middle levels, all kinds of stuff, there's that. But the other thing I was going to plug was something I created with Vaughn and Blaine and Jeremy and just ideas I've gotten from others over the years. Some people are credited, some people, it's just hard to credit everyone. But this book is Mini Stories for Look I Could Talk. Blaine first wrote it in 1989. Actually, he started writing it in 87 and he took it to James Asher. One of the homework assignments was find out who James Asher is. And James Asher told him, no way, dude. This is crap. And this is back in the day when you had to write things by hand and on a word processor and things like that. And so, Blaine will tell you, if you go to one of his trainings, you get the gospel of TPRS from Blaine because he's the originator and things don't always stay the same. And so he and Conti wrote books like this, Mi Propio Auto. If you see it today, the version I worked on in the Spanish version, the art is from Juan Carlos Pinilla of Senior Wooly fame, and he does all this, all the T-shirts and all that. Juan Carlos Pinilla, and I'm going to partner with him. You make residuals when you're an author. You get royalties for life, and I'm going to do a sweet deal with him because he's helped me so much. Juan Carlos Pinilla. Oye, amigo, ¿quieres que te vengas, que te estés aquí conmigo en Tempe un mes o algo así? Anyways, I'm trying to bend down to show you this. TPR is more than command. So TPR originally stood for Total Physical Response. And there's actually a man named Harold Palmer who did this in Japan much earlier. BVP doesn't seem to talk about him too much as a historian, but I know about Harold Palmer and some others. But Asher was a psychologist, kind of like me. If you were in my psychology class, I taught psychology at Grant High School in Fox Lake, Illinois. Or shout out to Aaron Notriano. Anyways, he was a psychologist and a mathematician and did TPR. He saw what kids were doing. And I have a book around here somewhere called, I don't know, it's the TPR book. But this is one from, it looks like it's from Conti Seeley and Elizabeth Romaine. Now, Elizabeth Romaine is the mother of the famous, if you know Romaine Stamos and all that, the Hollywood people. Her mother wrote this book. She's actually a superhero. Maybe we'll meet her one day. But Conti Seeley is the reason TPRS books exist today, in my opinion, and Blaine and Asher and everyone. So Asher has this TPR book, and then Conti has this one too. You might find it more practical in TPR. Anyways, you guys, I'm telling you the history of TPRS because everyone should know why they do what they do and where it comes from, and not just pick up something. Oh, we're rocking out to Avett Brothers. I love Avett Brothers. I recommend everyone to listen to Avett Brothers' No Hard Feelings. It's also on Netflix. You can watch their documentary. Those guys are awesome. I'm getting to my point. You can go to www.tprsbooks.com You'll just Google it. I don't even have to give that thing anymore. And you can get the full version of this. Now, this is the version that we started giving out this summer. It's just, for me, it was a great idea to give this away and not have to ship. I mean, there's just cost in this. And so you get one chapter in the sample, and if you flip it over, you get one chapter for the student. So this is what Blaine did for years, had the workbooks for students and had the workbooks, and then Vaughn and I did that. And now we want to combine Look I Can Talk curriculum with InstaTalk, but that's down the road. What I recommend teachers to do is get to a training. Go see Vaughn Ray, go see Blaine Ray, go see Craig Sheehy, go see Bess Hales, go see Eric Richards. These are expert teachers that I've worked with for years, and good people work together. They always find each other. So anyways, in this you'll find things on TPR. Okay, we're at 6 minutes. I'm gonna end at 8. Okay, this is your brain break or something. So TPR looks like, I just saw a really good page. Jeremy did a great job on this spread, getting that clip art. And so TPR looks like people moving, which I think TPR and yoga and mindfulness and dance in the classroom is a great thing, which is why I'm working with some people to put yoga in different languages for teachers, so that throughout the day you could turn on music and just chill out, still incorporate TPR and TPRS, and then all the words are there for you teachers. You just got to get to a training and do InstaTalk. Jeremy did a great job on these PowerPoints. Okay, there's samples on TPRS books. But anyways, that's all I wanted to plug. I mean, this book literally says, write this on the board, write this word on the board, now say these sentences. So check out the Simpla, what do we call it, Jeremy? The Simpla script, which was a brilliant, brilliant move. Anyways, trying to figure out what to wear to the gym. This is my son's hat. And gosh, I think it's Thursday. And so I'm trying to get to the gym, but just keep phone call after phone call, meeting after meeting. And I still want to be able to live a balanced, healthy life and stay fit because I'm 41. Stay hydrated because I'm training for a Phoenix Marathon and I volunteer at night. So I'm like a police officer, spider dad at night while I train. And I talk to all kinds of people. And because I'm a social scientist, Bill Van Patten calls himself a language scientist, which I believe that to be true. But because I'm more into social sciences, because that's what my degrees are in, I like being in the community. And so I'm gonna jam out. I got Justin Bieber here, another Canadian. I love going to Canada. I love going to Victoria and Vancouver. And so hopefully we'll film InstaTalk and we'll do some French stuff in British Columbia this season. Oh, look, I'm 20 seconds over. Happy storytelling, teachers. Please like videos. Please like the videos when you want to go in that direction, and I'll show more native speakers. I'm gonna put my hand in there. I'll show more native speaker episodes, like Nestor, who's the tennis pro, and Maritza, who's the volleyball pro from Colombia. We're gonna have a dinner party, and I'd like to film it much like this. I'm not gonna have a crew, but we're gonna be in Spanish. Oh, I got a barefoot because this is yoga. I'm yoga dad. So we're gonna do that, and I'm trying to get Bill Van Patten to either come to my house and cook in Spanish, or I'm gonna go to his house in Chowchilla, California. He's got a bomb house. Like, he's single, he's gay, he's Latino, he's retired because he did Destinos. He produced Destinos back in the 80s and is famous for Destinos. So this is kind of like my Destinos, InstaTalk with Senior Coxon. But trying to get people like that on the show so that your teachers are excited too, because your teacher actually likes some of these people like Senior Woolley, Darcy Gritness Rogers from OWL, or Bill Van Patten. And Krashen lives in Malibu. And all these guys in my gym, all these African-American young guys, these hipster guys, they go to Malibu for the weekend. And I tell them all the time, I would say, guys, You live in Malibu. Play Post Malone here. Play Khalid here. You don't have to go to Malibu to do that. Tempe is the Malibu of today because there's so many famous people here. There's 80,000 students on campus. Why do you think I work on campus? I'm not dumb. I do it because I have anxiety and I want to give back and I always wanted to be a police officer. My daughter and son are one day probably going to go to ASU because we love this city. And I believe in bicycles and bicycle safety. Oh, my back. And oh, look at that. I'm going way too long. I got to go. You guys get it. You'll get the message.